Hey guys, oof, sorry I didn't put a video on Friday, just busy and stuff. But a few new things. I got this extra shelf for when I clean these two out, which I just did. I put the waste in this one because it'll have all the eggs and like little microscopic mealworms in it that you can't pick out. Then I put all the worms in one and all the beetles and pupa I could find in the other one. And then it'll recycle eventually. I got this new step stool that folds up, which I got as a free gift for opening a second bank account, or checking account that I was using for a savings account. And it's it's shorter than this one, but at least this one likes to break your neck. And then it's been long enough that I know that our new ball python doesn't have mites, so I can put her on the cypress. So this I just took out. I hate how it comes. I mean, you want it to be humid, but it comes moist in the bags. But if you take the completely wet cypress and put it right in the tubs, or in the cages especially, it just completely fogs up the cage and then it just molds. So you kind of have to dry it out first, and then once it's dry and you spray it for the humidity, then it doesn't get all nasty. Which it shouldn't happen anyway because you're spraying it and it's already wet. But that's what seems to happen, so I have to make sure it dries out first. A little bit at least. And then I can put it in there. Oh, what else did that make me think of? Oh, and when I usually always spray the prevenamite stuff on it anyway. Whenever they come from a show, I always spray it, even if I don't think they have them. Well, whenever you get them from a show, they seem to always have them. So I use this, but you want to spray it on completely dry bedding because it's a liquid and it won't dry off for a long time if it's moist bedding. And while it's wet, it's still poisonous. So it has to dry completely before you can put your animal back in. And you can't have any of your, water or anything in there when you spray it either, because that'll be poisonous. This is the only thing I found that works. All the topical stuff that you take your snake or your lizard and you soak them in it or spray it on them, it doesn't work. But that stuff kills the mites in your bedding because they breed in the wood bedding. And that kills them, and then they just don't come back, and it works really good. And then the main thing, this happened the other day. So it was from this section here. You can see it melted this part. It didn't get inside there, so it just did this outside part. But it was still pretty freaky. This end, I don't know what would have caused it. I asked some zoo people I know, and they just said that it was old. That was where it was overlapped. It was kind of ringed like this, and it melted that piece too. So I just cut off the bad pieces, and they said it would be fine, but that it was just old, which is weird because that's actually newer than the piece on the bottom. But I guess it's probably because of who I got it from, and it's wherever it comes from, it might not be the same age. So that was kind of freaky, but I mean, it's weird. I didn't smell anything, and the cages were all normal temperature, and none of them seemed distressed, because she was the one that was right above where that happened, so she was the closest. She's good. And of course I moved them all down here so that most of them are on the old strip in case something else happens. They didn't think that it was like a short in the thermostat or in the tape itself or anything. The guys, when I get it, where did I get it? I get them at White Plains at the Reptile Basics booth. It's the same place I get the rat watering stuff and the water dishes and the hide boxes. Reptile Basics? Yeah, I think that's it. And you tell them how long you want and how wide you want, and they wire it for you while you go and do other stuff at the show, and then you come back and get it. And they work really good. Until until that happened. It's probably because of the way this is set up, how they're all curved and stuff. It definitely is a weird setup because it's all just weaved in and out instead of straight lines. Well, no, I guess most racks are like that. They are even at sharper angles than that. So you'd think it wouldn't have to do with that. But anyway, I think that's everything new. I just didn't, I was going to wait till I got her in this bin, but I'm like, it's going to take a while for that to evaporate out. So I'm like, I'll just do it anyway. And I think that's about it. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you later.